For my advanced portfolio, we were given the task of creating a music video for an unsigned artist alongside two ancillary products, the digipack and the advert, which would help promote the video. The unsigned artist for Fork & Knife Productions was Sylvia Ella Kensington. This evaluation documentary will allow me to explain and answer 4 questions as to why we made certain decisions. Question 1. In what ways does your media product use, develop and challenge conventions of real media products?
In total, we created 3 media products, the music video, a digipack and an advert. In order to construct this music video, intense research was needed for the conventions of a music video, especially within our chosen genre, which was acoustic. We looked into the mise-en-scène, costume and hair and makeup. In Nina Nesbitt's music video for Boy, the use of her cinematography inspired us to use similar shots to show the same thing. We used long shots, close-ups and pans to show the actress writing her response, connoting the importance of this to the audience. We decided to look into Justin Timberlake. Despite him not being a part of the acoustic genre, the use of 3 separate time periods influenced us with our two different time periods, therefore challenging the use of acoustic videos. We developed not only the mise-en-scène seen in Boy, but also the use of hair and makeup. The first era presented in mirrors is expressed through the denim on denim and curled up hair, conveying the funhouse era. We went for a look which would help convey our narrative much clearer. The importance of costume is expressed through Kerry Hilson's Pretty Girl Rock, where in each era she has a different costume to make the narrative much stronger. The use of this convention in many music videos is usually seen through costume and filtering. We use Age paper as our filter in letters. Similarly, in order to have this link with the advertising products, we used a sepia filter on the actual advert and used a filter on the typography on the front cover of the digipack. We created a media prop which would be present through the 2 eras shown in letters. Justin Timberlake uses a red notebook which allows the audience to understand that the main character's memories are within the book, whereas we used a red box filled with all the letters sent between the 2 characters. From my research, I had realised that acoustic artists such as Ed Sheeran and Nina Nesbitt would use themselves to project their story. As seen here, past pictures suggest that this song is about previous relationships which Ed Sheeran has been a part of. Therefore, we decided to challenge this convention as the audio of letters projected a narrative. We decided to follow Sven E. Carlson's theory of audiovisual poetry. We created a simulated experience which Michael Shaw concludes music videos are, as we followed a non-performance music video. Due to our music artists not being available to shoot for the music video, we developed the conventions of an acoustic one. Following Andrew Goodwin's star image theory, the actress we used allowed us to create a story for her. From this specific part of the music video, the audience understands this character is reliving the pain of Sylvia's. The contrast of the 2 emotions help connote how the actress really feels. Ed Sheeran himself has used audiovisual poetry for one of his well-known songs, The A-Team. Here he is not present, but instead he has created a character which he had incorporated from real life. From my research on digipacks, I decided to develop the conventions of existing ones, such as Nina Nesbitt and Ed Sheeran. Through challenging the star image theory for this genre, I used the actress instead of the artist in order for the story between all 3 products to connect. Both these artists use extreme close-up, where one is giving direct address and the other is not. There is the use of block colour, black and orange, which I wanted to challenge by using the natural background, but blurring it out so that the focus could be on the actress. We challenged Laura Mulvey's male gaze theory. Male gaze can be viewed in 3 stages: how men look at women, how women look at other women, and how women look at themselves. This is clearly challenged through letters because our actress is not presented in a seductive way or seductive manner. We decided to do this because we believe that the lyrics of letters did not connote what the male gaze theory is about. To conclude, we developed and used the use of cinematography, mise-en-scène, costume, hair and makeup, and the narrative. We challenged the male gaze theory by Laura Mulvey, the star image theory, and the use of the actual actress on the music video, the digipack, and the advert. Question 2.
How effective is the combination of your main product and your ancillary products?
The main theme across all three products is the use of the filter. The filter we both agreed on was using aged paper in Final Cut Pro. This was because after conducting a test shoot and playing around with the other filters, this one looked the most authentic and it presented the 1950s look as we wanted it to. I think it's really effective because the images we both decided to use were taken whilst we were doing a photo shoot on set. So the one I used was in Hyde Park, where we see a scene within the music video, and the one you used was taken when we were doing the fast motion.
Our products, the main reasons they've been created, especially the advert and digipack, is to spread the word of the artist and advertise. Do you think the way we've done it is good and if it links together?
I think the both of the ancillary products are quite effective because despite the fact that we're trying to project Sylvia's story across as an individual, we've used this actress, and with having her in all three products, it shows that she's incorporated Sylvia's story for the song as an individual.
I thought it would match the theme and genre we were going for, and it wasn't exactly the same as the digipack advert, digipack front cover, but I thought it suited quite well and that the audience would see that and be quite intrigued by it. She's not giving direct address in the advert and she's not giving direct address in the digipack, so even different pictures, they're similar in that way. So it's quite effective, so with that the audience can establish they're from the same group of products.
And because we decided to go with an image that wasn't direct addressed to the audience, it showed the deeper meaning behind the lyrics itself and the sense of reminiscing and finding true love, and it brings the audience closer to the actual artist.
Question 3. What have you learnt from your audience feedback? As a group, our overall audience feedback was extremely important when creating the music video, the digipack and the advert. It helped us to make creative decisions which in the end were seen as positive changes. It ensured that the three products we created appealed to our target audience. Throughout the process, we kept Bulmer and Katz' uses and gratification theory in our mind. This because the theory holds the audience responsible for choosing media to meet their needs, especially within our target audience. This theory was extremely important as the main and centered approach is the audience itself. By having the audience voice in their ideas and their opinions on what they want to see in the acoustic genre music video, it meant that we challenged the hypodermic needle theory, which claims that the audience are affected by what they see in the media, but they have no say in it. But they have no say in what influences them or what they want to see themselves. The first set of feedback we received came from a popular social networking site, which was Facebook. This post had a link to our Google Docs, which we believed would help us with more creative criticism and help us improve. From this, we received many positive feedback comments, such as the use of cinematography and the use of the two different filters to show the two different eras. We looked into developing what our audience had said could be improved. For example, they believed that there was a lot of different scenes of our actress walking which really did not need to be there, and therefore they wanted to change this and have more emotion in it because that's what they believed lacked within the music video. Our teacher especially told us to incorporate different emotions within different scenes to help contrast what the singer is trying to present. Therefore, we incorporated this into our second draft. When shown to our fellow peers, we asked them on their opinions on how we could fill in the blank at the beginning of the song to make the narrative clearer, but also to make the song a little bit longer. Some had suggested using a voiceover like Lana Del Rey does in National Anthem. Within National Anthem, it shows a story and helps present a much stronger narrative. The use of new media such as social networking sites was extremely important and vital when conducting feedback. This because it allowed us to connect to our target audience much easily, but also allowed constant connection between the actress and the artist. Question 4. How did you use media technologies in the construction, planning, research and evaluation stages?
For the behind the scenes documentary, you used Final Cut Pro X. How was your journey with that?
Because it was the first main product I was creating on Final Cut Pro, like on my own, I found it a bit easier to use than iMovie because it was just more clearer. The layout of it was much clearer, and just because both of us, when we were filming the actual music video, we both took like moments to vlog and do behind the scenes. So because we planned out what we wanted to use for behind the scenes, it was just easy for me to construct and put it all together. The main way we researched was through the internet. This allowed us to easily identify exactly what it was which needed to be seen through the music video, the advert and the digipack. This research was then constructed into many Prezis and Scribdis which presented what we had learned on the way. New media such as social networking sites and YouTube were also a big part during this production. For example, John Newman's Love Me Again, which also influenced us, had a behind-the-scenes video expressing why he made certain decisions. The planning stages took part on various softwares. Keynote was used to create a mood board representing the idea of letters. Photoshop was used mostly for the ancillary products. This allowed me to plan each picture which I wanted to edit separately. The construction also saw me using a variety of softwares and websites. Within the pre-production, I used Scribd, Prezi and social media in order for all the final preparations for the production to be finalised. Within the production side, we used a Canon 600D camera alongside a Sony Cybershot camera, which recorded all the behind-the-scenes footage and the photo shoots we had taken on set. The post-production side was where media technologies were heavily relied upon. Final Cut Pro and GarageBand were used for the final product to be created and made. As this was the first time we were using Final Cut Pro, the use of YouTube came in very handy because we both looked up simple tutorials on how to flip a clip and how to use the green screen. This also included some tutorials on how to edit on Photoshop. Throughout this production, Blogger was heavily relied upon because this was where we could constantly post updates and received feedback. The evaluation was created on Final Cut Pro and the sound was edited on GarageBand. I used Sony Cybershot and Kodak cameras because I was familiar with how to film on them.